everybody, I've got a kilo of mince that I'm about to defrost, and I'm going to be making some spaghetti bolognese with half of it and some curry with the other. So I've just boiled some water to heat up some pasta. I'm using up the last of the gluten-free pasta that I got last year. And I've got a gas oven and I hate that. I've got to light it up because it doesn't seem to be working so well now. So hopefully we can get a new oven this year. I'd love to have an electric oven, but for now I'm just going to have to deal with this. So that's okay. Now I've got to light up the next plate. There we go. I've got my mince on now, and I'm going to let that cook while I start on the curry. So I'm just putting some avocado oil into my pasta so it doesn't stick together, and I also like to put in some salt. I read that years ago that you could put oil or salt into pasta so it doesn't stick together. I always put both in because gluten-free pasta always sticks together really badly if you don't. I'm just giving that a stir. While I'm waiting for the meat to brown in the slow cooker, I'm chopping up my veggies. I'm chopping up some broccolini, and I'm just going to put that into a little container and pop it in the fridge while I'm waiting for the meat to brown. And I've also got my capsicum and my zucchini to cut up and pop in. So I'm a bit frustrated. I had a zucchini that I was going to use and it was a bit soft, it felt a bit mushy, so I decided just to throw it out. Like I've been really busy the last couple of days. Like in my previous video you can go and see I've been crying all weekend on and off because of all my medical dramas. So like I was busy with my son, helping him. He was having a couple of hard days, and then I was having a hard weekend myself, and so the zucchini got spoiled. That's okay, life happens. I chopped up the broccolini. I'm going to pop it into the slow cooker once the meat browns. Now I've got these tri-coloured capsicums that I paid about $6 or $7 for, and I thought, oh, don't tell me they're wasted as well, but so it's best before the 31st, so they've still got a few days in them. So I'm going to chop these up, probably half of each one, so I've got a multicoloured curry, and give the rest to my mum because I can't eat all the capsicum. I'm the only one in my house who will actually eat it. So yeah, but you know, I just feel frustrated because it's like you try to go shopping once a week so that you don't end up buying, like going into the shop and going, oh, I didn't get this, then you go in and you spend like $100 because you like forgot the milk or something, and then you go back and you're hungry and you're there and you end up buying more. Like I used to do that all the time, so guilty of that. I think I'll just go like twice a week, and it always costs you way more than when you, like it always costs you way more than what you think it will. So I'm trying to go once a week, but I'm finding when I buy the vegetables at the start of the week, and then by the end of the week or midway through the week, they're no good. So I've literally got to cook everything up like in the first 3 days, or some of the veggies start to spoil, and then it's like, then I've got to be eating all this frozen food, which It's alright, but I'd rather cook it fresh. Like, I just defrosted a sweet and sour for myself that I cooked like a week and a half ago, and it was nice, but I still think fresh tastes better. So I'm going to look at buying like some frozen veggies, because that way, like, the meat will keep. I can freeze the meat, I can freeze the veggies, and I can just cook it up when I want. And I think that's going to be a better option. It's just so hard because my partner doesn't like vegetables. He's quite sure he's on the spectrum after meeting my children, and he literally just eats peas and corn and potato, and that's it. My daughter will eat potatoes and peas and corn and carrot. Like, she doesn't love veggies, but she tries so hard to improve her eating because she knows that she needs to. Because I'm like, you're not going to be healthy if you don't eat a varied diet. So she tries really hard to try new things when I offer them to her. And then I've got fibro and health problems, and mine are getting better because I've started taking tablets that are helping my stomach. So I'm finding I can eat a little bit more, but I may also have gastroparesis. I have a very slow digestive system. So sometimes I just have to have a shake for dinner. So it is so hard trying to navigate everybody's health issues. And my son Noah, he's the hardest one of the lot. He used to live on Vegemite sandwiches. Like, I'm surprised he like even grew. Like, he's taller than me now. You know, when I hug him, I'm like, hey Noah. But he was so little for so long because he just wouldn't eat anything. So I don't know. That's the whole point of this channel. Is like, it's a journey. It's me getting fit. It's me getting on top of my health issues. It's trying to feed everybody, because I'm quite sure I can't be the only one out there. Like, there are people out there with diabetes. Like, my partner's got diabetes as well. People out there with all sorts of conditions. Since, like, I've found that since I've started to get more involved with the disability community. There's just so many different things people are dealing with, and you just got to find a way to navigate it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a bit hyped up today because, like I said, I was bawling all weekend over this stupid gynae appointment. I've decided to have an ablation. I'm not having any more children. I've just got to wait for it now. So it's been a lot going on. But anyway, just all this ranting because my zucchini went soft, whatever. So I just had to go out to the back pantry and find the Domino's sauce because I moved it out of the front pantry. And pop that in. I was going to put frozen peas and corn in, but I couldn't find any. I could only find a bag of peas. So I must be like pretty much nearly out of all my frozen veggies. So I'll have to get some when I go shopping next. This one is red wine and Italian herbs. This one's actually my favourite. I have touchy stomach, and I find eating tomatoey stuff does upset me quite a bit, because you never used to. Like, I love spaghetti bolognese, so it's been very upsetting for me to have to not eat tomatoes so much. But the red wine Italian sauce, so good. Or if I don't buy that one, I like the mushroom one, but sometimes I just buy the plain one because everybody else complains. Everyone else seems to like the plain one, but this is quite watered down. I actually added quite a bit of water to it, so hopefully it won't be too offensive to anybody's taste buds. Let's put it that way. It's a very diplomatic way to put it, isn't it? And it's only got peas and meat in it, so I think my partner will eat it. Don't know if the kids will. Hoping my daughter will eat it. I don't think my son will eat this because there's peas in it. I know we put lentils in his, and he didn't notice the first couple of times, I think because I smothered it in cheese. And then he did notice last time. He's like, what's that? And I was like, I stuck that in the last couple of ones. And he was like, oh, okay, fair enough. And he ate it. So at least he got a bit of nutrition from the lentils. Okay, so that's on. Now I'm going to finish adding the stuff into the slow cooker, and then I'll have a curry for tomorrow. So the meat is nearly brown. I'll be adding the veggies shortly. So that I don't waste this, I might just put, feels a little soft. It said it's got a few days on. I can't even, I know I shouldn't eat too much capsicum. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of all my health issues and what I can eat, what I can't eat, and if I need to be on a FODMAP diet or a salicylate-free diet or whatever diet. It's really hard, and I'm just like, normally I'm pretty positive about it. I'm normally pretty like, yeah, I'm going to get on top of this, but today I'm just really feeling it because it's been a really emotional few days, and like I said, the hospital's just stuffed me around and I've got to wait. But at least I have a plan now, but it doesn't mean that I'm above feeling sorry for myself. So, just feeling it today. I might, no, I don't know. I don't want to cut this capsicum up and waste it, but I do love green capsicums. This one feels a bit soft, but I might just cut the green one in half, and I'll work out what to do with the rest. I feel like wasting food. You know, I feel guilty when I waste food. I'd love to sneak some into that bolognese over there, but my partner would kill me. No, I probably shouldn't say that. Probably get flagged now. No, he is a very gentle person. He would never do that. It's just friggin' figure of speech. You gotta be so careful what you say these days, online and in person. He just would not like it if I snuck some capsicum into his food. I do actually have some wraps in the fridge, so I could actually do some homemade pizza tomorrow for lunch. I could put the wraps in the oven and put a little bit of capsicum on them and some cheese, a bit of ham, a bit of pineapple. Maybe I might do that to use up some of this capsicum. So the meat's reasonably brown now, so I'm just going to pop this capsicum in. And I'll just get the broccolini out of the fridge. A lot of broccolini in there, but I like broccolini. I do have some carrots. I was going to chop some carrots up, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I'm really drained today and I've had enough. And I think I've got capsicum and broccolini in there. I'm going to put curry in it, so I don't know. I'll see what I've got. I'm just going to store this in a sandwich bag and pop it in the fridge for tomorrow. This one as well. This one, just put back in the bag. Here's my little clove of garlic that I bought last week and I didn't get to use. Open it up and see if it's any good. Gosh, it's a bit hard on the bottom, isn't it? Smallest clove there is. Here we go. So very, very small. Look at that, the tiniest little bit of garlic. Oh, that stinks. I love garlic, but I had my gallbladder out about 12 years ago and I haven't been able to eat garlic like since. Every time I eat garlic, I just double up in agony. So now that I'm on NDEP, I'm going to see if I can eat a little bit of garlic. I'm literally probably going to put, like, this is how much I'll be putting in, like, that much in a whole thing, just because I'm so scared of the side effects. I did eat some garlic bread the other day and I had no reaction and I was like shocked. It was amazing. So the NDEP helps to calm the nerves down in the stomach. So the way the dietitian explained it to me is that if you've got a food intolerance, you can build yourself up and sort of, it may not It may not fix it. You may still be intolerant to that food, but then you can build it up and you may be able to eat a little bit of that food and not really have a reaction, and it's not as bad. So yeah, like, let's see how we go. I'm hopeful, I've got my fingers crossed, hopefully this is going to work. And I'll be able to start to enjoy food a bit more again. I've had a lot of food phobias and a lot of anxiety around eating. Probably developed a bit of an eating disorder where at one point I didn't want to eat anything because my stomach was so bad. Even drinking water burnt my stomach. Like, I was having like these crazy attacks where I was just in agony just from eating pretty much boiled fish and drinking water. So I don't really know what caused that, but that's why I'm having all this testing done. I have gotten a lot better, but my diet is still limited, and I don't want it to be limited. I want my diet to get better, because obviously the healthier diet you have, the healthier you're going to be. And when you grow cold or something, if you can eat things like garlic and stuff, it's antibacterial or antifungal. Like, garlic is great to kill germs, and it's like, I can't even eat it. You know, I believe in food being healing. I believe in both. I believe that some medicine is necessary, and I believe that some foods and plants and herbs are healing as well. Like, it's a multi-disciplinary approach to be healthy. So wish me luck with this bit of garlic. I just washed it, and I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to believe that my body's not going to get too upset, because I do know I can tolerate a tiny bit of garlic, just not too much. Wish me luck. I decided to put a bit of carrot in there, otherwise it's going to be pretty bland. So I'm just going to, forgotten the word, peel these and then grate some carrot into my curry. The bin is full, which is really annoying, so I'm just going to have to put all the scraps in a plastic bag and wait for the bin to get emptied. And the inside bin is full and the outside bin is full, so it's annoying. Oh, I started recording again. How are you doing? Your dinner is ready. Oh, pasta there as well. Cook some pasta as well. Mm-hmm. Do you have cheese here?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start buying the 2 small bags of cheese and putting one in the freezer, because even though it's like it's $1 dearer, yeah, that way the cheese lasts all week. Otherwise, it only, it tends to get wasted. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some curry to my slow cooking meal, and a little bit of milk and a little bit of flour maybe. And then I'm going to put the cookies on. So I don't seem to have any flour. Like, I cleaned the pantry out the other day. You can go back and watch that other video. I'll link that somehow to this video. And yeah, like, I don't know how old, like sometimes when you open things and they sit in the pantry for ages and they're open, you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to use that. So I think I might just need to buy some fresh flour when I go shopping this week. So that's okay. Tomorrow I'll cook up some rice to have with this. And if it's a bit runny, that's okay, it doesn't matter, because I'll just have rice with it. It'll be fine. Everyone's got a different way of making curry powder. Like, a lot of recipes use coconut milk, but I tend to just use my A2 milk because it doesn't upset my tummy as much. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do things. It's probably just obviously coconut milk probably tastes a bit better, but if you can't tolerate it, you can't tolerate it. So smells so good. I love the smell of curry. It's like one of the best smells on the planet. Well, I am actually going up to see my mum shortly, so I might be able to steal some flour off her actually. Just let this cook and simmer down a bit. See, that has watered the curry down quite a bit. So I will just have a taste later, and if I think it's too wet, I'll add some more curry in. I only use 2 teaspoons of curry in this particular batch. Oh, I already got this out. So now I'm making these red velvet and white chocolate cookies by Greens. Greens are pretty good company. These are pretty cheap. This was $3, so for the more expensive ones it's like $6, but for half the price I'm going to buy Greens. I remember years ago when Greens cereals first came out, and I tried some, and it was like the Flintstones cereal, and it was so highly coloured. Like, I felt sick. I felt bilious, like, for years after. Every time I just see it at the supermarket, I'd be like, ooh. It did come with a little Barney figurine, and I'm a huge 70s, like, love the Flintstones, Hanna-Barbera, all that. Had this little Barney figurine for years, and I loved it. But the actual cereal was disgusting. And then I think about, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, maybe longer, when they actually started bringing out the cake mixes, my dad was like, oh, Greens are bringing out cake mixes. And I was like, yeah, no thanks. He's like, no, they're actually really good. And I was so like scared to try the cereal. I mean, try the cake mixes because the cereals have been so disgusting. But I love the cake mixes. I buy them all the time. I swear by them. They're perfect. So give them a try if you haven't. So all I have to add to this is 1 egg and 1 3/4 tablespoons of melted butter. I only have margarine, so that's okay. Just made myself a shake. It has Nature's Way chocolate protein powder in it and A2 milk, and I'm just about to break this little capsule. Oh, it's already been broken in half, so this one I've already used. Got half the protein stuff in it because I can't tolerate a full probiotic. It makes me nauseous and sick. So this is Restore Probiotic 50 billion plus prebiotic. So I find half of one of these is pretty good. I'll put that in, and then I'm going to put the cookies in the oven. I just had to wash the tray up because it was dirty. I came home, there's a couple of dirty things on the side of the sink that didn't get washed, so that's okay. And I'm just waiting for that to dry, and I'll put the cookies in. Now to taste the shake. Yeah, that's refreshing. I hope you enjoyed my glorious overacting there. And now I'm about to put the cookies into the oven.
So the spag bowls all done, and I've put them in containers for Ben, and the curry is simmering away nicely, so I can't wait to taste that tomorrow. And these are the cookies all done. I got 7 cookies out of the batch, and said I made 10, but I made them slightly bigger, so that's all good.